Hi. I want to talk a little bit about mind and body. I had a friend that asked me about movement and mental health, and I have always believed that physical activity is a big part of my own mental health and well-being. And unfortunately, about 12 years ago, I had an emergency surgery for a disc rupture. That was a result of a car accident that caused a disc rupture. But prior to that time, I was actually very physically active. I was doing Ironman distance triathlons and marathons, and that all came to a crashing halt because I had long-term chronic pain issues and still deal with those to this day. So I had to really adapt and change in order to still maintain my physical activity. And that involved finding a lot of new and different things to do. I did add more yoga into my routine and also body weight resistance training, so that I was using my own body weight to do exercising. But I still do go and do walks, do a little bit of biking, and also some running. Those are things I'm still able to do, but it's certainly nothing like I used to do. So coming to terms with not being able to and how that impacted my well-being was and is a long part of my journey. And I know that recent events have made it harder to go and do things like yoga and to get to the gym or group classes or anything like that. But thankfully there are currently a lot of online resources to find classes and participate in online forums, and I'm doing some of that, which I think is really helpful. At least it keeps some of the activity level up. But on top of that, I also do a lot of physical therapies. I've tried physiotherapy, chiropractic, Grafton process, Rolfing, acupuncture, massage therapy, you name it, I've done it, and I actually find a lot of those things are helpful. But for me, nothing is really as beneficial as actually exercise and movement. So I work really hard to get those things back and to keep finding ways to do them. So I've had to get creative and do a lot of different trial and error combinations of activity and therapies to just keep myself moving and keep myself feeling okay. But one of the things I also have done recently is I looked into the new process of a therapy called EMDR, and I was just starting to get into that to try and deal with some of the pain trauma that I experience. And so I'm really excited about trying EMDR and going back. The process is supposed to create a different pathway for your mind to track instead of defaulting straight to a traumatic experience. So I'm hoping that we can short circuit my pain experience from the car accident that eventually caused the disc rupture and the need for surgery, and find me a new way to experience pain so that it isn't always so dramatic and traumatic, which seems to be the default with the nerve damage. So there's definitely a lot of things to consider with regards to physical well-being and improving mind and physical state well-being with lots of different types of activities and even therapies, whether they be emotional or mental therapies or physical therapies. So every one of us will get there a different way and have different needs, but I definitely suggest the practice of trying and trial and error to find the things that might work for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will look forward to seeing you again next time.